My name's Brendan Irvine, 28 years old. I've been working in IT sales for around 7 years now. So prior to investing, I'd just been saving money and not really doing anything with it, and didn't really know what to do with it, to be honest. I bought a few shares here and there. Was looking at trying to buy a house in Sydney, but realised that was way too expensive and didn't really want to get a debt that big. And then one of my friends introduced me to Eddie. We had a conversation around what I could be doing with my money, some investment opportunities, and I signed up. And within about a month, he'd sent through a number of properties, and I finally decided on one of them. Got my first one. It was really easy. I didn't have to do too much, and he did all the hard work. And then I think it was about 3 months after I got the first one, I got my second one, and now 12 months after that, I'm up to my third, which is going well. Really a friend recommendation. So one of the guys I work with, he used Eddie before, and he raved about him, said how good it was. So he gave me his phone number. I had a chat with Eddie, and I just felt comfortable. So I've spoken to a couple other ones, but yeah, I just went with Eddie on the recommendation of a friend. I've had a number of friends. I've actually recommended, I think, 3 friends to Eddie, and my cousin's also working with Eddie. All 3 friends have bought at least one, and then my cousins bought 4 in the same time that I bought 3. So it's it's everyone that I introduced to him also really enjoys it as well. It's been just seamless. The hardest thing about looking at properties on my own was I just didn't really know what I was looking for, or I just had no idea. So Eddie kind of, just him sourcing it in the first place is amazing, but then the walkthrough he gives you on why he likes the property, what are the positives about it, maybe some negatives to consider. It just made the whole process like 100 times easier. I was just kind of drowning when I was looking at it on my own. And it's just so easy afterwards as well. Because with DR property management, I don't know what I'd do if I had to manage it myself, but it just made the whole process really easy. I didn't really have some specific goals at first. As I mentioned, I was kind of looking to try and buy a place for me to live in, and then just speaking with friends around opportunities for investing and renting instead of purchasing a house for myself. I kind of went about it that way, and just having that first chat with Eddie, he was just asking me a whole heap of questions I'd never even thought of when it came to investing. So I've started to set up a few goals now, which I wanted to get to within the first year after getting the first one, which I got to in the first 3 months with the help of Eddie and Justin. And I kind of want to try and get 1 or 2 each year for the next 5 to 10 years. So that's my plan, and I'm getting my first one for this year. So I signed up last June. It's now December, and I've got 3 in 18 months, which keeping me on track. Eddie keeps calling me, which is good because sometimes I forget and I get a bit lazy. But he calls me and he's like, well, look, this one, he sends a lot through. But when there is a really, really good one, he always tends to give me a call and say, look, you really should take a closer look at this one, which I like. The first one I got was what really kind of stood out for me. It was a standalone house, and it was on a pretty big block of land, like 650 square meters. It was purchased for, I think, about 300,000, like 5 years ago. And I got it for 289,000, even though they'd done a lot of work putting a balcony and stuff on it like that. And really what I saw with it was, because it was a house and a massive block, there's potential for development opportunities in the future if I want to put a duplex or something on that. And just speaking with Eddie the other week, he actually mentioned that there was a house similar size to mine around the corner that just sold for almost 500,000, and it's only been 12 months since I bought mine for 289. But I don't know whether that's just because Queensland's kind of going crazy now since the announcement of the Olympics and things like that. But that was the first one. Then the second one, I think I got it for around 270,000. It's another 3-bedroom house. It was a slightly smaller block, a lot newer house. So this one had depreciation as well. That one already had a tenant in it for a number of years, and each one's rented out for $350 a week. So it's covering the mortgage and it's making a little bit of money on top of that. And then the third one is 220,000 in Adelaide. So very brand new. Oh, it's not a new house, but it's very new for me because we only signed the contract last week, so haven't really got too much on that. But really, what was kind of enticing me there was there's a sales in the area are a lot higher than what I bought it for similar size houses. So it's a lot very under market value, and Adelaide seems to be the next place to invest. For me is settling on this one. Settles in January, so I haven't really thought that much past there. But as I said, I kind of want to get 1 to 2 each year. So if we're looking the next 6 months, hopefully I can be looking again in say June, July sort of time period for a fourth one. And then after that, I'm not really sure what I'll do, whether I might look at the Brisbane houses again and whether there's opportunities to maybe put townhouses on them, because as I said, they're both massive blocks of land. So we'll see what happens after that.